Four boxes that you get. One is the vacuum pump, other is the body with the tank, one is for the round tanks and one is for the pipe fitting assemblies. So at first you put the pillar rods back onto the head, onto the main body. You put the pillar rods back on. You have to tighten the pillar blocks completely so that there is no further vibration once the machine has to be run. So this is the major part where you put in. Once you put that back on, you have to put the bottle stand. The bottle stand has this provision wherein you can put it back in. Once you put that, you're supposed to put these two back on. This is for the head flat to be put. And kindly note the direction. This has to be put in this direction itself to both the sides. Once you put that back on, put the tank flat back onto the machine. After that, raise the headset to the top. Now the head assembly is fixed onto the body. The head flat is fixed with the help of these two bolts available at each side. Once that is fixed, the junction header is to be mounted at this particular point back onto the body. Next, the square tank is to be mounted onto the body. You can see there are 4 holes for the tank to be mounted. These 3 holes should face the front end of the tank, the machine head. Once you put that back on, then the header from the headset has to get back in and you have to tighten it with the check nut. Once that is done, then you take the round tanks, fix it onto the head tank flats as shown here in this direction. Once those tanks are put in, kindly tighten the check nuts given with it back onto the machine. Tighten these check nuts completely so that there is no vibration on the tank. For the nut to get back in, you have to remove the you have to remove the Teflon which is put onto the thread. The Teflon has to be removed. You have to re-Teflon it once while you're putting the back onto the machine. Kindly re-Teflon before you put the elbow bends to it. Before you put the elbow bends, kindly Teflon it and then use the elbow bends so that there will be no leaks. Once that is fitted onto it, you have two additional pieces that are supposed to come from them. One is this piece which fits into it. You can see it goes back in there, and one piece of this is put into it, and it is actually inserted into the tank in this hole. And once that is inserted, you have this washer that has to be put back onto that. The washer is just to keep it leak proof, and all the washers are food grade. Once that is done, you can see from both sides it is being put. After that is put, you have to connect the head tank valve set. The valve set is fitted onto these two holes provided with the head flat. Once all these connections are made, kindly look at the pipes that have to go from where to where. This pipe from this valve goes to that pipe. Then this pipe which comes from the main junction header situated at the bottom, this pipe will have to be put back onto this position here, at this position. Then the other one from this valve is to be put there, and from this tank that is put to the vacuum box. The center one goes to the vacuum box. This goes to that piece. You can see this piece from the left goes to the top portion of the tank, which is into this, and the one from the right goes to the top portion of the other tank. At the top of the tank you have two pressure gauges to be put. Both the sides you have two pressure gauges, both are glycerine pressure gauges, to tight them on completely. Once that is done, you have to put the air out valves on both sides. Air out valve is a brass one which is provided with the machine. It is fitted here, and the pipe goes and connects back into this small nozzle which is provided at the top of the tank. So this is how the machine is completely fitted. Once everything is done, you can adjust the lever, bottle stand lever, to the size of your bottle and lock it. And here we have a dripping tray which comes, which is to be fitted onto the machine. And one from the vacuum box goes into the vacuum pump. So you can see in about 9 minutes the complete machine gets assembled. Kindly make a note that all the bolts are fitted onto it, and you have a start